Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswithaz.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
Right back where we left off, man. It's been getting hot and heavy all day. Now we're under the lights in Oklahoma. Mark Henry here on the DR Sports Network, man. The Metro Oklahoma Youth Football League has been outstanding. We're at the 10-year division now. The Sooners, the Bucks, it's about to go down, man. Listen, Coach Rob, we've had a dandy of games. We have another great matchup here as the Sooners come out to play against the Bucks. Coach, tell me what you're thinking on this one.
Man, every game has just been outstanding, from the 2 6U, 7U, 8U, 9U, all the way to here we are today. Right now, I'm excited. It's championship Saturday. I want to see what these offenses had. The defenses have really controlled the day. Been some outstanding defensive play. The offenses have done well, but as we get older, I'm expecting them to open up a little bit more and more. So I'm excited to see what this 10U division has. We got the 12-0 versus 11-1. I can't wait.
Well, Coach, let's see how they got here. Of course, the Sooners, one of the top seeds in this particular bracket, take care of business against the Broncos, 25-0, and the Bucks, 20-6 over the Lions to reach the championship game. This is going to be a contest. You know, Coach, it's in the trenches. We've seen that. Like the unis on the Bucks, as they come out in that. Well, I guess we got to call that yellow, or high orange and yellow kind of. And the Sooners, of course, in that crimson that's famous across the state, as we're close to Norman. But we're in Mustang, Oklahoma, Mustang High School, home of the Broncos. Shout out to Coach Thompson, man, and he's put on the show with this league. These guys, you're looking at future Friday night stars here, Coach. You've been seeing that all day. I think it's going to continue here. Of course, this is what you look for at Championship Saturday. They're getting it done. Some of the guys that we're going to see play here today definitely going to be playing on Friday nights real soon. It's the Oklahoma Metro Youth Football Championship. For the Sooners, you got Jamarie Woods, Quayshawn Jones, T.Y. Dockery, Kyson, Coltier, Chris Reed, Caden Ochoa Ward, Joshua I'm butchering that one, Coach. Alexander Chenault, Carter Coburn, just a few guys on the Sooners to look out for. And of course, in the orange, you got the Bucks, Caden Moss, Dalton Flory, King Colbert, Dakari Wilson, just a few guys to look out for. And the Bucks are coached by head coach Victor Perry Sr. and the head coach for the Sooners is Stuart Woods, as we get ready for action here set right here in Mustang Stadium, as the Mustang High School is hosting this tournament. Man, it's been going down all day as we get set for kickoff, Coach.
Yeah, I think the Bucks, that's creamsicle. I think that's what they call it. So they got the creamsicle orange out.
And we got kickoff on the kickoff return. Carter Coburn, number 7 for the Sooners, as they get stacked and ready for offensive play here. Yeah, I think you can call that creamsicle. That goes back to those old Doug Williams days, back for the Tampa Bay Bucks, down in your neck of the woods.
Right, the truth, right? The truth, the creamsicle's coming out, but like you said, the Oklahoma, I love the colorway that they have. But let's see what offensive formation they've been coming out with, because we've seen their younger levels, and it's been a lot of the wishbone, the power eye. Let's see what the 10U comes out with, see if they expand it a little bit, see how the trenches look, and see how the defense responds.
Absolutely. Well, you got to look at that. Seems to be a trend. We were just talking about that coming into this particular game. The Sooners have had multiple teams in this organization at each level. Of course, the Bucks, they're introducing themselves. The Raiders have been there, and then you got to look at the Impact Gorillas. They had a flag team that was in the championship earlier today. And he takes the handoff, gets outside, comes out, number 11, he's in the mix, and he's got, looks like a first down. Amazingly. Now, I could say we've had some amazing names today as well, but this one takes the cake, Coach. Amazingly with the Terry.
Yeah, that's a government name, right? Amazingly, he got the little sweep there, and blocking on the outside. That was a well-designed play to get to the outside, and obviously they gain yards off of it.
Absolutely. Well, we had tough, Fat Daddy, and now we got amazing. Second carry, Sooners get outside. Number 7, he's got room on the outside. Can he make it? He cuts back. Great defense to stop him. That is Carter, Coburn in the carry.
He's quick. Man, he was fast. I mean, he was shot out of a cannon there, and I thought he might take it to the house. You can see that pancake there by number 6, Alexander Chenault, with great pancake block. They're blocking down the field. I mean, this is championship level football right here.
And I like the tempo. They're getting back in up to the offensive line. They're getting ready to go. I mean, this is what you want. And Lee's back on the carry. The Bucks get to him and corral him before he gets started. Great job by the Bucks defense to kind of stop that momentum. Look, the Sooners will come out with 2 big plays, Coach.
Yeah, they have. Then the Bucks, they got tired of it, right? They said, all right, you're not going to run these same plays on us, these sweeps to the outside. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get penetration there. You see big number 9, or I can't see the number there. I think it's 3-5 or 8-5, 9-5, excuse me. Him with the big tackle, with the big penetration there. But they got tired of getting gashed there, so they stepped up. And
that's Desmond Cotton. They call him Debo. He Debo'd that play, Coach.
Yeah, he's Debo for sure.
Second and long. Back to the round game. The Sooners punch it in. Quick jitterbug move there by number 7 for the Sooners. Coburn gets positive yards, gets them kind of back where they need to be. 3rd and about 7 for the Sooners.
Yeah, and you can see the adjustment from the younger age groups that we watched, where the nose tackle really dominated the game. I think they had Debo there at the nose. They ended up double teaming him and working to the second level. It's harder to do on the younger levels, but you can tell on Tenue they said, hey, we're not going to let Debo wreck it. We're going to double team him.
Absolutely. That's an adjustment. There he is again. Quick hitter right up the middle. Did the ball come out? I think the ball came out on that one, Coach, and the Sooners jumped back on it as Coburn got up the middle, as we'll see here. Looks like he gets stripped right here. The ball comes out, but the Sooners jump back on it. Heads up play by the offensive lineman trailing the play there on that one, Coach. Hey, it's always everybody has a role, everybody has a job. He kind of saves the drive for the Sooners on that one.
Yeah, I love that play to the fullback there, a little misdirection. They're going back to it.
The Sooners get back right back to it. Number 6 on the carry there, Alexander Chenault. Again, Coach, we've seen it at the other levels for the Sooners. The backfield is loaded with talent, as you can see it right here on the Tenue level. The Sooners are doing their thing as well.
Yeah, and the way they're attacking, you really have to stay honest to them, because they're attacking the outside, but they have that fullback with the action that's diving down the middle. It's a staple of the wing T play. The offense is really driving the ball down the field. They're controlling the line of scrimmage, really hitting the outside. Now they're hitting the interior.
Thomas checks in the backfield for the Sooners. Another big sweep. He gets in, and it's touchdown for Coburn and the Sooners.
Great play design. They've ran that 3 or 4 times to either side, so that's a staple play they have. The Bucks got to adjust to that, because they are gashing them on the outside with this.
Well, they don't really give the defense time to adjust for those quick hitters right close to the line of scrimmage. The holes are opening up, and that offense is really getting a push up there up front for the Sooners. So definitely you can see as he comes, Coburn makes the cut off of Thomas's block, gets downhill, and he gets in there for 6.
Yeah, it was a great play. Let's see what they go back to here. You assume that the Bucks will adjust to this.
Oh, fumbled on the play. The ball's still on the ground, and the Bucks jump back on it. Special teams, Coach. They get turned back. They only get 6 out of this. Special teams that could come back to play. They can come back to the play later on and come back to hunt them. They got to capitalize on those extra points.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how the Bucks offense responds, because the Sooners made that look pretty easy. They're getting positive yards on every play. They went from the wing T to more of a spread formation. Now the offensive coordinator probably said, hey, we probably should have stuck in the wing T because we were gashing them left and right. So it's one of those things that maybe he tried to outsmart himself on that one. They haven't been able to stop the wing T to that point, so really why go spread? It didn't necessarily work. Let's see how he adjusts to the next possession. Let's see how this Bucks offense goes. I'm looking to see what they bring to the table and how they respond to this.
Absolutely. The Sooners take up most of the first quarter. This was an offense that came out and established themselves early. They had maybe one penalty that kind of stopped the momentum, but they didn't let that stop them. 3:50 in the first quarter. They're up 6-0 over the Bucks so far, Coach.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Bucks bring to the offense here and how they respond to it. How the Sooner defense has been, because one staple that's has been with the Sooners organization is that they've had some great defenses.
Absolutely. They've been real tough in the trenches, sound on the defensive side of the football as we await the kickoff to the Bucks. Kicks it up, takes it up back to the middle. And Coburn on the tackle for the Sooners. That's number 8. Taylor Wilson gets the snap, gets the kickoff and takes it upfield for a positive gain. Good field position for the Bucks here, coaches. They bring the offense on the field.
Yeah, it's been standard here with this with the youth football, is that they're either onside kicking or they're kicking it short. So you're getting great field position. You don't have to drive the ball that far.
Looks like we got more of a spread look. Trips to the top of the field in the pistol formation. They want to spread the defense out and make them adjust, and that's exactly what the Sooners are doing, adjusting to the spread look. At quarterback for the Bucks, you got number 6. Yeah, Coach, I think this is going to be an interesting offensive possession for these guys. Got a little bit different look. Could be a pass-happy offense, but hey, I would make the defense adjust to me. I like it. I spread them out. Got good splits with the line. And it opens up lanes for the running backs.
But true to the Sooners defense, they're right over that center.
Absolutely.
They are right over that center. You better be ready to play football.
Pass. Oh, he almost connected there. It was there.
And that offensive line, they put someone on their backside. I mean, they came to hit there. I don't know if we see a replay of that, but offensive line looked good there. They had people laying on their back.
Victor Perry Jr. is the quarterback who made a pretty good throw there to number 4, Zamir Penning. That was a great play the first time. We may see some passes in the air here, Coach. That's what we expected moving up in the age group. As you can see, they come out, now the back split out to his left. Second down for the Bucks. Back to pass. He's getting some pressure up the middle. He shakes free. He's got a man deep downfield, and he makes the catch. Perry Jr. makes the play. Big time passing connect. Coach, that was a great play. The athleticism for somebody to continue to roll to his weak side and make that play, get his hips around. As you can see, he connects. He's got a strong arm, Coach.
What athleticism. He broke. I mean, you had the defensive tackle pressure there. He had the ability to, like you said, roll to his left and still throw a dime down the field to an open receiver. It's going to be interesting to see how these DBs react to these receivers.
Looks like that was Darian Bogus Jr. on the reception. First down inside. Another pass play, and I think that's a big catch, a head topper.
Wow,
a head topper.
Wow, what
big
a play.
Time pitch and catch, Coach. We in for some fireworks today.
Yeah, we're in some fireworks. That Sooners defense better be ready, because this team they have the ability to get the ball down the field in a hurry. What a catch and double coverage. I mean, like you said, mama, there goes that man. Get you on my poster real quick, and let me go ahead and post this to my highlights, put it on Instagram, on Twitter. Welcome to the show.
That is Zamir Penning. Big Z is what they call him. He goes up in high pointness. Hey, we can see that on You Got Mouse tomorrow.
You need to.
Absolutely. And it looks like Perry Jr.'s in the shotgun again. He takes it up the middle, trying to work free, and he can't get it. Again, Coach, these extra points are coming in crucial. 6-6 game.
Yeah, what I loved about that is his eyes were still up as he's being tackled. He still held on to the ball. He knew he couldn't throw it at that point, but he was still looking for someone to throw it to. What a quarterback at the 10U level that has guys basically draped on him, and he's still looking to throw the ball. He ended up tucking it for ball security, but you just love the moxie of this kid that he's willing to stand in there, roll around, make plays down the field. I mean, he's already at like 60, 70 yards passing. It's the first drive. He might get to 300 today at this rate.
Well, Victor Perry Jr. definitely has the cannon. That big play was probably about 40 yards in the air. And then they get down and he throws another dime, a fade ball to Pennon. We got some fireworks coming. These two offenses are coming to play. And, Coach, this is what we expected. We've been seeing great football all day long. We get up to the 10U division, and now it's more of a passing game. That's what we thought. I mean, shout out to the Metro Oklahoma Youth Football League, man. They've been putting on the show all day right here on the DR Sports Network.
Yeah, they really have. And the Bucks have this is one of the most dynamic offenses we've seen so far.
Deep kick. As soon as returning, hits it up the middle, shakes free, tackle. Good field position for the Sooners as well as Coburn with the return there for the Sooners. Coach, I think we're going to have us a barn burner here.
Yeah, it's different than the other games. Talking about a 7-0 game. Well, it ended up being a little bit more than that, but it was 7-0 all the way into the middle of the fourth quarter. You've had a lot of tight ball games, but this one, both offenses are moving the ball very quick, so it's been opposite of what we've seen so far. It's different. All day has been exciting. This game is the same.
But now the Sooners have more of a ball control offense. Now that they kind of see the Bucks are looking, looking like offensively, still in the first quarter here with 2:12 and counting. You got a 6-6 ball game. The Sooners want to control the tempo. They want to control to keep that hot offense. Perry Jr.'s arm is he's got a cannon on it, and he can make those throws on the run. I mean, that's special.
Yeah, let's see how this Bucks defense responds to. They got hit with a lot of the sweeps on the outside, so let's see how they respond defensively, strategically, and just schematically. If they widen their guys out a little bit, kind of funnel it back to the middle, because they got burned on those outside runs. So let's see how they respond.
Absolutely, man. I think it's adjustment here for the defense and the Bucks. Can they make the adjustment to stop this potent running in? Again, the Sooners come back out. They got kind of a slot T formation there. And they've been controlling that front line. If the Bucks, can they stop it? We will see here as they take their second possession here in the first quarter as we get underway. 6-6 ball game, first quarter, 1:45 left. And the handoff gets clear on the second level. Great first run by number 11 for the Sooners, and that is amazing lead.
Yeah, I think they're going to just match that motion a little bit better because they haven't countered yet. They have ran inside off of the motion, but 9 times out of 10 so far they've just handed the ball off on that jet going that way or going up the middle. So they need to adjust to that.
Well, the offensive line is getting great kick-out blocks. They're kind of kicking that defensive end out, letting it get upfield, and then sealing it. That's opening up the run game right up underneath.
Going to Maryland Eye.
And this is a quarterback keeper by number 5, Joshua Kazaka.
Love the play call there, just to roll out with he's rolling with the 3 blockers there. I'm sure they want a bigger play than that, but I like the play design. You have a wall of blockers. You just need the blockers really to put a hat on a hat and then let the quarterback make a play.
Well, JJ made an awesome run. He's been under center. He's been calm, cool, and collective. He looks like he's under control. The big thing that we talked about in the previous games, they have, the snap, the cadence is there. The rhythm is there in this offense, and they come back in that Maryland stacked out. And just as I say that, we had a little mishap. I must have jinxed him that coach with the exchange there, and between the running back and the quarterback.
Yeah, it's so important. We've talked about it from the center to quarterback, from quarterback to running back. It's just there's a little bit of confusion there, a little bit off his line, and then what do you know that the defensive tackle there, big 9.5s in there to make a play and turn it into a negative play. You see the quarterback with his hands. Obviously, there's a miscue there, some missteps, which is key when you're running this offense. You take the wrong step, you take the wrong angle, and it kind of breaks the flow up of the whole play.
Well, we got a break in action. We'll be right back. That's the end of the first quarter right here on the DR Sports Network. 6-6 ball game. We'll come back with the second quarter.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
Second quarter action here from Mustang, Oklahoma at Mustang High School. DR Sports Network. 10U championship game between the Sooners and the Bucks. Both teams have got on the board. Coach Rob, fourth down, a crucial fourth down here for the Sooners as we head into the second quarter. Fourth and about 3. The offense has done what they need to do to kind of keep the Bucks off balance. They go into a shotgun here now. Crucial fourth down.
Yeah, let's see what play call they have here. They're spreading them out with a little jet.
Back up underneath, he shakes the tackle, gets outside. It looks like he's got enough for the first down. On the carry, Coburn again. They just changed up the formation a little bit. Coach spread the defense out, make them adjust, and those lanes kind of opened up for Coburn to get outside and get loose.
That's one thing I love as an offensive play caller is you have the things that you love to run, certain designs. Obviously, they really love outside run with the personnel that they have. And so all they did was they get now to a spread formation and run the same basic play that they had before. You just give the defense a different look, and it changes the angles and all that. So great play design, staying true to who they are.
Absolutely. First down for the Sooners. Back in the shotgun. Twins on each side. Toss it out. Great stop by the corner as he gets him down. Coburn has nowhere to go on that one. The Bucks respond with a loss on the play. Great job by number 0 on that outside at the cornerback position, Caden Moss. They call him Bobby. Oh, Booby, sorry.
Booby with the play there. He probably wanted the big hit there, but man, it's just amazing. And I was just thinking as I'm looking at the offense, defensive line, even the quarterback, is you look at these 10U kids, and it never ceases to amaze me. What are they feeding these kids? These are grown men playing in the trenches. The quarterback is massive. He probably drove to the game. I mean, these kids they look like grown men out there. It's just amazing every time I watch a youth football game how big these kids are.
Well, both of these teams are well coached. You can see as we got quads as they come out in the spread again. A great play by the corner to tackle. We've talked about that game to game. Each grade level is going up. Each level. The continuity that these defenses are playing with, as you can see, Booby made a wonderful play outside. He shut down, made the play, and that's what you want from your corners.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if the Sooners can have some type of passing game here, some vertical passing game. And then on the flip side, the Bucks, how well do they run the ball? So you got to have a complement to everything you do. That's everything you do well. Bucks can obviously throw the ball. Can they run the ball? Can they block it? Sooners can run the ball. Can they throw the ball down the field? It's just that cat and mouse game.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of those things where you have to adjust to what they're doing offensively. The Bucks are pretty much staying in the hip pocket of those guys. Except for a couple of big plays here and there, they kind of stay with them as we got a break in action here, a timeout on the field. But, the Sooners have made an adjustment and kind of spread them out now. And now the Bucks have to make that defensive adjustment to kind of line up and combat that what they're coming out in now in the spread formation. Coach, looks like they're going back to their bread and butter.
Yeah, I don't blame them here. They do what you do well, and they've been running this offense extremely well all game, so might as well stick with it. Expect a jet or the fake jet, the fullback dive.
Second down and long. The Sooners come out. Coburn takes it to the outside. He tries to get loose. That defense is there. On the play, number 38 for the Bucks, and that is 39. I'm sorry, DeKavion Warner. Kavo.
What a play. And the thing is watching the wing tee or offense like this is the more you see it during the game, the better you are during the game as well. You know, so at first maybe the motion was, because you can't duplicate this offense in practice because this offense runs it so well. So as you get through the game, you start getting more and more comfortable with what you see and reading your key. So I expect the Bucs defense to get better and better as the game goes on, stopping these sweeps.
Well, when you play one of those slot T or wishbone type offenses, you have to stay home. Everybody has an assignment, and if you're doing your job and you're sticking to your assignments, then the offense really doesn't have room to run those alleys that they try to create with the misdirection. So staying at home, doing your job, assignment football defensively gets it done. Big hit on the backside as they get to the quarterback. Big number 95 is there as well for that's a play side defense, coach.
Yeah,
take a look at this.
Yeah, the Bucs are figuring this out. Lucky for the quarterback that he held on to the ball, because if he was still in his throwing motion, number 6 was going to knock that ball out. So it's just one of those things that he got fortunate on that. They tried a little play action there. Didn't necessarily work because the defense was bearing down on him.
Absolutely. Now they got 4th down, and I think that's well out of the range where they want. It looks like they're going for it, or they're not going to punt it. Maybe he can pooch it. Looks like they're setting up the punt. This will be our first punt of the day. Good end over and kick it, kicks it right to the corner. It's a great awareness to turn around and see that. And that's Caden Ochoa Ward. No, excuse me, that's for the Sooners. Zamir Penn and Z. Great awareness as he turns around. Check this out, coach. The awareness. He's trailing the play. He turns around and the ball's in his breadbasket.
What a heads up play. And that's why for me at this level, it's like, why do you punt it? Because it was a net punt of like 8 yards. You might as well see if you can draw a penalty or you go for it here, because you really didn't really flip the play because they don't necessarily have a punter. So for me, from here on out, I'm probably just going for it. I'm not going to punt it.
Well, it wasn't a bad punt. It was the awareness of the corner that was running back. Turns around and the ball is in his hands. Bucks back on offense, spreading it out. Perry Jr.'s the quarterback. He takes it on the outside. Shake and bake. Gets some positive yardage. He gets upfield. Perry Jr. showing that he's a good threat at the quarterback position.
Yeah, we talked about how are they going to adjust, because you can't just throw it every single play. You want to run it too, so that their adjustment to that run was a little quarterback run, little zone read, and the quarterback takes off. Obviously, he has some wiggle to him. He can run, so he's a threat. As you spread the teams out and they're worried about the pass, you start getting favorable run lanes.
Absolutely. 2nd down and about 4. Perry Jr. spreads him out a little bit more, shifts him out. He takes the snap. Hands it off. We got a penalty. Looks like we might have a little bit. Somebody was moving early on the offensive side of the ball. They'll kick them back 5, coach.
Yeah, and every game we talk about this, these penalties and getting off script, it makes it so difficult because now you have to execute that much more. The Bucs can throw the ball though, so they're not just dependent on the run, so they could get this back in a chunk play, but you don't want to force it, and then now you have a turnover.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to look at. You got to be careful with the football. If we've seen it each game, penalties keep you behind the sticks. 2nd down for Perry Jr. and the Bucks. Handoff right up the middle. He spins out of one tackle, and the Sooners are there to capitalize on that. Big hit by the Sooners defense. Coach, this is what we've been talking about. The tackling has just been exceptional today. And on that tackle, number 2, Kyson Cutler was one of the guys in on that stop for the Sooners.
Yeah, it looks like it's tough to run on the Sooners' interior. One thing they're known for is that we've seen is they got great interior defensive linemen that are big and that they can make plays. So it's not the easiest thing to do.
3rd and about 9 or 8. It's 3rd and 8 for the Bucks. Perry Jr. is the quarterback. Backs back, takes a step, heaves it over the middle. Oh, right off the receiver's hand. He threw a dime on that one, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Irvin was talking about before about running these slants. You know that
Bang eights.
bang eights and stuff like that. Like you're running up the middle like that. You got to catch those because you're going to get hit either way. And he had to. It was right where it needed to be, right in stride. It was a perfect pass. As a receiver, you have to catch those. You want the ball to come your way. That could have been a big gainer right there, but he just lost concentration being in the middle of the field with two defensive guys that probably weren't as close as he thought they were.
Absolutely, man. It was a great pitch. Almost a great catch. Yeah, the rule of thumb, coaches, if you receiver, you can touch it, you got to catch it. 4th and 8. Perry Jr. back to pass, looks for a receiver on the outside, just out of his reach. And the Bucks have to turn it over, Coach. Perry Jr. got his feet wet with the run game, but the passes just couldn't seem to connect on that particular sequence or that particular set of downs for the Bucks as they turn it over. 1st and 10 Sooners.
Yeah, and the issue was that good defensive line, the interior defensive line, they got pressure on him. He had to go off platform a little bit. He couldn't set his feet, and really he checked it down when probably he wanted to get the ball downfield a little bit more like he did on the previous possession. But the thing is that that's why you have to make those catches when they're there, because it's not always going to be that open. It's not always going to be that easy. The quarterback had pressure in his face and really had to check it down and had a throw.
Absolutely. Sooners take over right at about the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Coburn right up the middle. Looks like the first stab is there for the Sooners. Actually on that carry, Alexander Chanel.
Yeah, and that's the counter to it, right? You fake the jet, and you have the fullback dive right there, and he gets a lot of yards. And in this offense, that play is typically always open.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 Sooners. Man in motion, and we got some movement before the snap. The second quarter, the penalties are starting to mount up for both teams there, Coach. It looks like they might be on the defense.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we talked about. You got to play as clean a game as possible. The team that plays the cleanest game is usually going to be the team that wins 9 times out of 10. So you can't go backwards, and you can't give up yards on the free play. So it's just one of those things that you have to be disciplined. You have to be sound. There's no real reason on that play to jump off sides or line up off sides.
Absolutely. 1st and 5 for the Sooners. Big handoff up the middle. Big still churning, pushing the pile. The Sooners looks like big number 6, Alexander Chanel.
Yeah, he's a grown man. He is a grown man, and that's why I like that play even more than the jet, because the last thing you want to do is repeatedly try to tackle big number 6, because he's a load to bring down. So he's going to get positive yards. He's going to turn those feet, and he's going to keep on driving the ball. So he is definitely a playmaker.
Absolutely. 39 seconds. They'll take a timeout right here before halftime. 39 seconds. The Sooners are driving. But I think it's one of those things where they're looking for a big play here to kind of get this thing inside the red zone, Coach. They've been moving the ball methodically. Their first drive was flawless for them except for one penalty. They got stopped on the last possession before this one. Now they're moving the ball like they should, and they're getting some positive plays here. But this is a crucial one for them here on 1st and 10, just outside the red zone at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, are they going to be able to throw? Because when you line up in that wing T formation, that tight formation there, you really only have 1-2 players on a route. Are they going to be able to get downfield enough to make a connection? Because last time they did it, it was a sack. It was almost a forced fumble on the strip sack. So it's one of those things like, how are they going to line up? Because they're running out of time. They do have a couple timeouts left.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Back. Oh,
more laundry.
We got some movement. Offside
Defense again.
Defense. They got to be lining up in the neutral zone, or I didn't really see a bunch of movement and jumping. So, guys, we got to back up. That's what I'm telling them. You know, as I'm the coach, you got to back up and see where you are. Be aware of where the ball is. You can't line up in the neutral zone. And, you know, you're giving them a free 5. This offense, as explosive as the Sooners are, they don't need help. to get moving, but they give them an extra 5, first and 5.
A lot of times with wing T offense, when they put them in motion, you're making noise, you're saying set, things of that nature, so it sounds like a snap call.
Back to pass. They leave the back door open. He gets out. Stiff arm.
Stiff
Beats
arm.
the guy. Can he get to the pylon? Yes, he is. House call for the Sooners for 6. Explosive plays for the Sooners have been the difference in the game, coach, as they get in. That is big number 5, Joshua. They call him JJ.
JJ with an amazing play there. As you see the stiff arm there, and he's just with the speed, with the breakaway speed. The thing about all that action they have moving one way, you have the defense flowing. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going back to that play as soon as we get the ball in the second half. I'm gonna call that one again.
Absolutely, you can't leave the back door open. You got to have some, containment on the backside just for that. And that's a great play call there by the offensive coordinator. You mentioned that already. This offense is tough to handle if you're not disciplined. We talked about that early in the second quarter as they go for the extra point here. Motion.
False start. Left tackle.
Got a false start.
Because then, like I was saying, usually typically wing T, to put him in motion, it's set or something like that. So it's loud. It sounds like cadence. So sometimes you get them to jump. Sometimes you get your own guys to jump.
Definitely, Coach, you're right about that when, the discipline to be able to resist that because you want to move even though you know where it's going. That's something that you have to, we're going into halftime, guys, we got to clean up the penalties. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. If you look at it, the Sooners should be up 2 touchdowns instead of 1.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they go with this play call here because, you have about 9 yards to go. So what do they dial up? They're a little bit far, I think, for their jet sweep, so you got to put up in the air.
Quarterback draw, but the defense is there waiting on it. Big number 38, it looks like, for the Bucks. Or 39, I'm sorry. But Cavo on the tackle. The KV won.
Yeah, and I think as the Bucks defense now, if I'm the DC, they got to prove to me that they can throw the ball at this point, especially with things like that, because that was a design quarterback draw where he's going back to look like he's passing and then running. That's one of their best plays, the quarterback run. So for me, you got to prove to me that you can throw the ball. I'm going to just spy the quarterback, and I'm going to play defense. I'm going to put more guys in the box, things of that nature, because they haven't been able to have that vertical pass game yet.
Absolutely, you got to look at it that way. But they do get 6. They have a 6-point lead heading into the half. 8 seconds left as we await the kickoff. Can the Bucks spring one? Or do you get another squib kick? Right now that's kind of in the MO of what the teams are looking forward to here. It's a squib kick, but you don't want to get the ball into one of those playmakers' hands and spring it. It's definitely one of those things where you have to be crucial. You have to be what you do on special teams matters, as we've seen that so far.
Yeah, it's almost like let's just onside kick it, because the last thing you want to do is give up a kick return for a touchdown. You just got the momentum. You're controlling the game right now, and you kick it deep. Someone breaks a lane, breaks an assignment, especially at this age when it comes to kickoffs. I mean, kickoff cover is already tough enough, but you get a guy to break a lane, you get the wrong angle, and next thing you know, it's going to the house. So for me at this point, might as well just onside kick it and let him fall on it, and then play defense.
Well, it looks like we're waiting on the T or something. The T got lost, and there we go. We got a T now for the kicker to kick it off. That was the hold up there.
Yeah, let's see how they play. This is an important play right here because this is a play where you can get an explosive return out of it, and that's the last thing you want to do is give up 6 here before you go in the half.
Absolutely. I think you try to play it safe here and definitely don't give them a running start or a good return with only 8 seconds left. But if I'm on the kickoff team, we got to stay in our lanes, go down and hunt.
Yeah, and what I'm always concerned about when it comes to practice time in youth football is how much practice do you have on kickoff? Because you have a lot of install. Yeah, special teams it's one of those things that is who knows how much is practiced. Is it practice enough to where you have that lane discipline and lane integrity on a play like this, especially championship game?
Absolutely. This is for all the marbles. Set for the kickoff. 8 seconds left with the Sooners up 12-6 over the Bucks. squib kick, and
That's
he
exactly
falls
right.
on it. Great play.
That's exactly
Great
right,
play.
because you killed the play there versus giving the returner a chance to break it. So that was a good play call by the special teams coordinator, just to give it to them, make them jump on the ball. Let's fight on defense.
Absolutely. Big Jaden Morgan. Big Jaden makes the recovery for the Bucks, sits him up. Now, the Bucks have shown, Perry Jr. shown that he's got the arm to get that ball down the field. You know, it looks like they're coming out at timeout to try to figure out a big play. But, you know, when we saw the Sooners line up, they looked like they were in a cover two safeties on the hash. You got to play. He's got a chance to throw that big ball. If he gets somebody in space, you could be looking at 6, especially since they got it at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. This is a team that can quick strike, get the ball down the field. So you got to have the right coverage. You got to call that timeout, and you got to get your guys exactly set up where you want them to be. I'm putting someone deep, you know, because they can throw the ball on you, so they're going to come out for sure. The quarterback's got the arm, and the receivers can catch it. So they're in they're putting pressure on the defense right now for sure.
Absolutely. Victor Perry Jr. has shown that he can spin it. VJ's one of those guys in the team ranks, probably one of the better passers in the state of Oklahoma from what he's honest to coach.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what coverage they're in right now. The linebackers are pretty tight. I would definitely widen them out a little bit because there's no reason for them to be in the box right there. The Bucks, with this being the championship game, well, they got a penalty.
It must have been delay a game or something there. I'm not sure what happened on that one. They wind the clock now. Perry Jr. and company. 4 seconds left. Shot play over the middle. He makes a connection. Oh, he drops it. Number 3 almost had it. How many times, Coach, have we seen that in the first half?
Yeah, the quarterback's putting it there. I mean, and then next thing after that is coming a play that's not as well a pass play because he put it right there. The half might have ended there anyway because maybe he would have got tackled, but you got to make that catch. You got to have that run after the catch, and maybe you have a chance to get into the end zone, but you definitely have to do that. I think they called halftime there, which it looked like they had a couple more seconds on the play clock.
Absolutely, you got to have time here. Championship of the 10U division of the Metro Youth Football League up in Oklahoma. Shout out to Coach Thompson as we take a break. Right here on the DR Sports Network.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
It brings the best out of you and the worst. It's the perfect balance of strategy, skill, and speed. It sharpens your technique, your decision-making, and above all, your ability to work as a team. Iron sharpens iron. It puts a spotlight on every individual, forces everyone to be dynamic. It teaches you how to read the game, to anticipate, and to react before your opponent does. In this game, every second counts.
Everybody trippy, yeah, we come in, yes, that back. Yeah, we walking with the body bag full of cash. From a different grab, we raise it like a flag. Unapologetic. Running it back, running it back, running it back. Running it back, running it back. And that's running it back, running it back, running it back. Running it back, running it back, running it back. Hey, 10 toes, I'ma never miss. Ball locked in, never take a loss in the sport, but top 10. Giving work all around the clock, I know they watching. Got it out of the mud, ain't had no options. Oh, yeah. it. You could probably get it from your mama now.
Goal is to get to the crown. So you guys earn your paid bid to the national championship in Florida. So we hope to see you guys that come and compete. Congratulations.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a threat. Who is in life? 'Cause you know that it's a cat. It's a cat. No, I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. It's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a cat. Who is in life? 'Cause you know that it's a cat. It's a cat. No, I ain't letting up. My foot is on your neck. Take my word for it. It's a promise and a threat. Let's go.
All right, HBA going on offense, TTG on defense. Let's have a good one. You guys earned a paid bid to nationals today. So congratulations.
Champions on me, champions 3, 1, 2, 3, champions!
Today you earned a paid bid to the crown, so I want to congratulate you guys. 10 years.
Who got my back? I said, who got my back? Thank God for the free world. Free!
I want to congratulate you guys on your first DR7 championship. You got a paid bid to nationals. Congratulations.
Whose house is this? Ours! Whose house is this? Ours! HBO 3! 1, 2, 3,
Second half action on the DR Sports Network. We got two teams battling out, the Sooners and the Bucks. With the Sooners winning right now, they're up, Coach 12-6. I am Mark Henry with Coach Rob in the building, DR Sports Network, right here for the Metro Oklahoma. Hey, Youth Football League has been off the chain all day, Coach. 10U bracket doesn't disappoint. We've actually seen the ball in the air. Some great tackling, and the trenches are kind of winning it, and the Sooners are well ahead, 12-6.
Yeah, we've seen the ball in the air, but the Bucks receivers, they need to come down with the ball. The quarterback's put it right on the money, throwing great passes to him. They're getting both hands on the ball and still dropping it. So that's been a big negative in regards to the Bucks offense. Other than that, they've been able to move the ball pretty decently. The Sooners found some rhythm with some quarterback design runs, spreading them out, so they're not just running in the wing tee. They're able to run the quarterback as well in all different types of formations, along with the jet sweep. So they adjusted well. I'm looking forward to seeing what adjustments are made out at halftime and what coaching changes have changed.
Definitely some adjustments here as the Bucks get the football back. They'll go on offense with the opportunity to try to get this game tied up. The Sooners have been great. We got JJ kicking it off for the Sooners as we get the second half underway. Bouncing ball. And listen, Jaden's been on the spot. He's been Johnny on the spot. Big Jaden makes another recovery for the Bucks. Good field position as they start out.
Yeah, he really has. So you might want to start kicking to someone else if you have to kick it again. It's one of those things.
Absolutely. The big fella's got great hands. Jaden Morgan, definitely.
Yeah, he has got great hands there, so maybe work the other side a little bit now. But like you said, now the Bucks have great field position, and they have a high-powered offense that if they start clicking, they'll put up points in a hurry.
Absolutely. You got to look at that as, that's a key. We've seen Perry Jr. toss it as they come out of the spread formation trips to the top. They're going to put the ball in there, so this defense better be ready. First and 10 Bucks. Perry back to pass right over the middle. And he finds a man down the field. He's open in the middle of the field. First down, Bucks. Perry Jr. throws a dime.
Yeah, he's on fire, and the secondary gave him that. You look at how they're aligned to their trip side, and they gave him the ability to really pitch and catch there. It's way too easy for that offense. If they keep on playing that coverage, then I don't know if they'll stop the Bucks for the rest of the game, because now they're connecting on it. So you can't assume they're going to drop the balls from here on out. So that was a great pitch and catch.
The linebacker got caught with his eyes in the backfield, and that was King Colbert with the catch there in the middle of the field. 1st and 10. Perry Jr. and the Bucks on the move. Oh, Perry Jr. takes off, gives the man a little shake and bake in the middle of the field. Oh, he's loose again. Perry Jr. is taking it to the Sooners, man. Coach, Perry Jr. is a guy.
What a play. The thing is the defensive linemen, they get upfield too much, and everyone else is in coverage. They're in some type of man-to-man, and they're all turned around back towards the quarterback. You give them all that space to run, and that's exactly what happened there. The defensive tackles, defensive ends, they push upfield. He sees the big running lane, and he makes it happen.
Absolutely, man. VJ is one of those guys that you're going to see, here in this particular age group that's going to be a star. And he's showing us that star ability, playmaking ability at the quarterback position for the Bucks. 1st and 10, inside the 10. Perry Jr. back to pass, fade ball in the corner, and he connects on the touchdown. Coach, what a ball.
Just like that. You talked about throwing the ball, and this young man, he's on trajectory to be one of the best quarterbacks, I'm sure, in his area. I mean, this is 10U. Look at that, in rhythm, perfect throw. I mean, right before the safety gets there, pitch and catch. We talked about earlier, if the receivers start catching the ball, then this game could get ugly quick.
And that's Zamir Pennon, again, a guy that's been prominent in this offense, showing the ability to get open and beat press coverage. He shakes and bakes a nice fade ball in rhythm. You talked about the footwork is clean for Perry Jr. That's what you want from the quarterback. Extra point is real crucial right now. They can take the lead. And incomplete. Special teams, again, Coach, we talked about this in the opening. Special teams, extra points count. They got a 12-12 ball game in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you can see the receiver, he was calling for the slant there, brushing the side of his leg. But I think what happened to him is his alignment was off. He was too close to the left tackle. He needs to push out about 5 more yards, 3 more yards, give himself a little bit more space to operate. Because by the time he did his slant, he ran his slant right into the safety. So if he gives himself a little bit more alignment to the outside, give him some space, I think that slant would have been outstanding.
Absolutely, I agree, because he's got to have room to work the inside before he gets caught in the middle. That's alignment right there, and maybe, I'm sure the coaches are talking to him about that, is to get himself, you really want to be outside the hashes on that one. You want to make sure that you're wide enough to give yourself room to work back inside. Good route, but you got to give yourself some space.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself space. You gotta know that, especially when you're running a slant. The other thing is that if you're already there and the ball's about to be snapped, you gotta cut that slant down, maybe into 1-step slant, 2-step slant.
Deep kick, and the Sooners hustle to get over to it. Picked up on the bounce, on the hop. He gets to the outside, the one man to beat, cuts back inside. And Coburn has been a guy that's been having the ball for those guys. Great return. It looked like they spelled trouble there. The ball was bouncing and kind of wicked there on the turf. But he makes the adjustment, and Carter Coburn picks it up and picks up some positive yards for the Sooners.
Yeah, a lot of times when the ball hits the ground like that, you see people get out of their lanes a little bit. But luckily for the Bucs' sake, they stay within their lanes. They rallied and made the tackle. But now let's see what the Sooners do offensively. Like we said earlier, they did that one rollout with the quarterback where he went back to pass and then ended up rolling out and had a big run. So if you go back to that, when do you go back to it? Because obviously that was a big play.
Absolutely, you got to look at that. As something positive for the Sooners. But again, the Bucs defended it well, as you mentioned, staying in their lanes. And 1st and 10, that Maryland eye comes out again for the Sooners. I like the multiple formations on offense. Get cut back as he got some juice there. That is number 11 for the Sooners, who gets north real quick. That's amazing lead, great run.
Amazing lead there, right? It made something out of nothing because you're running to the strength of that defense. you know, they got some guys interior that can make some plays. So that was a pretty good run there. One thing with the Maryland eye is that you're pretty far back as a running back. You have two players in front of you, so the blocking scheme is very important for the two up backs above you. So pretty well executed. Luckily for the Bucs' sake that they were able to stop it. It wasn't a big game.
Absolutely. But amazingly, he was able to dodge a couple of defenders in the hole because they did get some penetration there, but his ability to change directions quickly, that's something that we've seen since the first quarter. Gets the snap amazingly, back at it again. The defense has been doing a good job not to let this guy get in the open field, because you can tell if he breaks loose, it could be a house call.
Yeah, and they went back to the same play, and it works. I mean, might as well run it a third time, maybe to the other side, or give it to an up back, but give them that same formation, because they're getting a little bit of money right there. So, and now you got the defense on their heels, and you know you got two successful plays. You're staying above the chain, so why not stick with it?
Well, absolutely. I think you're looking at the offensive line getting some good push. They know that Perry Jr. and the Bucs want to put the ball in the air, quick strike offense to get back in the game. Those receivers, they made the adjustment. The coaches said, hey, guys, we got to capitalize on getting open. We got to catch the football, and they did that on their last drive. Sooners are coming out with that ball control offense now. First down. Lee shakes off one defender, gets to the outside, a little shake and bake, and he is close to a first down. He had to dodge the big fella at the beginning there, big number 95. Got some penetration there for the Bucs. There's Cotton, Big Debo.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. If they can't stop it the first time, run it again. If they can't stop it the second time, run it a third time. You know, I don't know if they go back to the well here 4 plays in a row, but maybe go back to the wing tee and run one of those jets. But 3 plays successful. They're ahead of the sticks. They're moving the ball well. They're controlling this drive. So it's a really good drive for the Sooners. The Bucs are going to have to make a stop.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Sooners. They come back out in that I formation. It's been so potent. Amazingly, is dotting that I. Fullback dive as he gets it right up the middle. Looks like the ball came out, and the Bucs look saying they have it. 2nd down. I think the ball did come out. Watch this play. To give it to the up back. Not a clean exchange. He drops it, and fortunately for him, one of his teammates got back on it. As you can see it right there, the ball's free.
Yeah, and the up back, the fullback there, he gave him too big of a pocket. I mean, that's a quick hitter there. You got to tighten the ball, tighten your grip there a little bit. You can't go as wide. You gave him too much surface area, and next thing you know, you got defensive tackle right on you, so your eyes are not. You kind of lose your fundamentals. So you need to tighten up the area that the quarterback puts the ball.
Absolutely. He's got to clamp down on it hard instead of leaving that pocket so wide. 2nd and 10. Back in Amazing Lee's hands. He shoots up the middle. He's got close to first down yardage, churning it out. The leg drive. Amazing Lee. First down Sooners.
What a run. What a run there by Amazing Lee. I mean, just give this kid the ball, really, what it comes down to at this point. I mean, he is getting positive yards on every play, regardless of who's in the backfield.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a guy that's, we saw him in that first drive. He was prominent for those guys. So we got to play it down for the Bucs. But, Coach, this offensive line seems to be taking over. This is what you need from those guys, Coach. This is what the Sooners want to do. They want to ground and pound. But listen, we'll take a look at this replay. Amazingly, got that scat back look, the quickness. But the leg drive here at the end to finish the play, Coach, is what you want from your running back.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 defenders on him. Really, low man wins. That's what they always say, low man wins. The defender who tried to tackle him, he was high. Amazingly was able to get underneath him and continue with that leg drive. Even on one leg, he was able to hop through it. So that just comes down to strength, determination, and really using a lot of your fundamentals and staying low, keeping your pad level low. He was able to drive through the defender.
Well, I think that, the name fits itself. He's been playing amazing. He's been one of those guys that's prominently getting the football for the Sooners. They go back to that stack I. It's been good first down for the Sooners. Might have had a little bit of movement. And listen, Debo was in there.
Debo was in there.
He says, give me that chain.
Snatching chains, what money, what chain, like give me my money, all that. The thing is they adjusted his alignment a little bit, and he caused problems. And like you said, whatever something happened with the offensive line, they didn't all fire off the ball at the same time, and that gave Debo the ability to push back.
Absolutely. Debo's been a handful down in those trenches, man. He's made some plays. You can see as he gets some congratulatory dap from his teammates, man. He's been a monster down in the trenches. Desmond Cotton, they call him Debo for a reason, and you can see the strength, the explosiveness off the ball. He's a problem down there. He's giving the Sooners a handful right there. It's a battle going down in the trenches there, Coach.
Oh, it is, but they stuck with this formation. It's almost maybe they need to get out of this, because I think the Bucs have really responded defensively to what they've been doing. So,
and you're right about that. They take it outside as they get it to the quarterback, and he makes a positive gain there to get some of those yards that they lost back. Of course, he's been playing great football. That is Joshua Kazaka. As you can see, he takes it upfield, gets outside, churns out a couple more yards. These backs for the Sooners, that leg drive, once they get wrapped up, it's been the difference. That's been able to churn out 2 or 3 extra yards every time they get the ball and get in the secondary.
Yeah, let's see what they come out with formation-wise. They've really milked this Maryland eye on this drive. Do they stick with it? Do they maybe adjust it back to the wing tee? They're having a lot of success here. I know the Bucs have adjusted a little bit. You've seen them bring in a little bit of pressure. They're expecting Amazing Lee up one of the A gaps, but then the quarterback went outside. Let's see what they come out with here.
Well, the Sooners coaching staff knows that they're going to have to control this. They come back out of there, I with 3rd and about 7. He drops it, but Amazing Lee tripped up in the backfield. Hoops coming out on the bottom. One of the corners came down and made a great play because Lee had some room there to work with, and I think that was number 4 that was number 4, Samir Penning, Big Z on the tackle.
Yeah, I think they've kind of got the Maryland eye for all it's worth right now. I think they need to come out of it because the defense is adjusted with each one. You can see if the quarterback would have kept the ball there, he had 2 defensive tackles and a defensive end right on him. So I think the Bucs are doing a good job adjusting to that. I think now it's time for them to go back into a different formation and see if they can get some money out of that.
Well, we'll get some money of our own and run a couple commercials, take a small break right here on the DR Sports Network. 4th quarter action on the way.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast your games.
And we're back, 4th quarter action as the Bucs seem to be reeling here, Coach, as the Sooners are taking it to them on that offensive line. As we start the 4th quarter, they're on the move. This offense has been potent when it comes to opening up these holes for Amazing Lee, Big Z and company. Hey, I think the Sooners think that they have something going here, Coach, as we head into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they call this early 4th quarter. They needed to get 6 here because the offense for the Bucs is kind of rolling, so you want to ensure that you come out of here with a touchdown.
Absolutely. This is a crucial time, 4th down. Can they punch it in? And it looks like we got a timeout here, or someone moved up here on the Sooners. Nope, we got a timeout. It looks like they didn't have the right personnel, or they weren't in the right lineup to defend that. Coach, in 4th down, this is crucial. This is for all the marbles right here. I mean, you got 8 minutes left. We know that they can score, but the Sooners want to take as much time off this clock as they can.
Yeah, I like the timeout there because you get to come out and see what the offense is thinking.
Exactly.
And so you can adjust to that. It's such a critical down. If you could stop them here and score yourself, next thing you know that you're up a score, and then the other team is behind the sticks or behind the scoreboard. So now they maybe have to get out of character a little bit depending on how much time they have left. They haven't shown the ability to have any real quick plays to get down the field, so they need to methodically go. So if you eat up a lot of the clock, give them the ball back, and you're up a touchdown, you could essentially end the game.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what the Sooners want to do. They really controlled the clock in the third quarter, chewed up some clock. This has been a long, sustaining drive for those guys. They want to keep that ball out of Perry Jr. and company's hands. So, it's up to the Sooner offensive line to get this here, because if they don't make this, that Perry's going to come out fired. Perry Jr.'s going to come out fired. Big snap, and it looks like they corral him here, Coach. And the Bucks make a big stop on fourth down.
Big stop. So you had the ball that long, and to come up empty-handed is very frustrating. I don't know if that play call, I don't 100% know if I like that one. You put the ball in your best player's hand, so it's kind of hard to say it wasn't the best call, but it looked like they had some stuff to the outside a little bit. Maybe hindsight's 20/20, but it looked like they had some mismatches toward the outside. Everyone was kind of hunkered down in the middle.
Well, you definitely got to look at it as this is a win for the Bucks. They know that they can make big plays. Perry Jr.'s proven that he's got the arm talent to get the ball downfield, got a man in motion, and they spread him out. He goes around the middle, accelerates, and a big run on first down for number 3, Dakari Wilson.
Yeah, I like the play call from the offensive coordinator. You put them spread, and they're probably thinking to throw there. You give the ball to a fast and shifty running back like number 3. Now you're on target. You're feeling good. That first down is the hardest to get, so they want to grab that and then start moving.
Well, now you can see they're kind of taking their time too, because they know
Right.
The Sooners are just as potent offensively. Ball control. They didn't come out firing. They gave them a jet sweep, a nice run on first down. No snap. Perry comes out, looks for a man over the middle. Great pass breakup by the defense for the Sooners. Listen, we're talking about two-way athletes. You can't look any further for the Sooners. Big number 5, JJ, with the defensive stop there, Coach.
Yeah, I got to see this over. It looked like the receiver had the chance to make the play. I mean, I know it's hard to make catches in the middle, but he had his hand on the ball before the DB got there. You want to hold on to that one. It's as a quarterback, like, man, I gave it to you where you need to get it. So next time they need to convert on that, just a little more concentration.
Well, you also got to look at that, Coach. There was a low snap. Perry Jr., he's a rhythm quarterback. We saw when he's in rhythm and his footwork's clean and he doesn't have to bend down or do something out of the ordinary. He's in rhythm. He makes those throws on time. The timing was thrown off by the low snap, and I think that made a difference. And the ball was late, which gave JJ enough time to recover and get there and break that one up.
You're absolutely right. And we've talked about one thing all day is that center quarterback exchange. Doesn't matter if you're under center, doesn't matter if you're in the gun. So you're 100% correct. That low snap throws off the rhythm of it. It makes him get the ball out of his hand a little bit later than when he wants to, which the safety's able to drive down. Now the receiver takes his eyes off the ball a little bit, loses concentration, worried about the safety coming down, and ultimately it's an incomplete pass.
Absolutely. I mean, it's what you look for here. As we had a quick timeout, 6:31 left in the fourth quarter as the 10U championship is winding down. We've had a slate of games today that have been great. You can always go back on the DR Sports Network YouTube channel and watch the replays from each game. 10U championship on the line. Perry Jr. is the quarterback for the Bucks on a crucial third down. Back to pass, sees a man wide open. He's got him. Oh, the ball is tipped just out of the receiver's hands. JJ right there playing his safety position to perfection, that Coach.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there. I mean, it's a long defensive back, so he's able to make up for a lot of area quick. So you gotta be careful throwing the ball up there with him in the backfield in the secondary, because he can make a play on the ball.
Absolutely, crucial fourth down. Now, do you punt this and give the Sooners, not punt it, and you don't make this and give the Sooners ideal field position?
This is a tough
Looks like
call.
they're going for it. This is a tough call.
This is tough.
4th and short. Perry Jr. back to pass. Got a man wide open. He hits him for the first down, and that's Jamarie Woods.
What a design, what a play design, what a play call. Just the moxie of the head coach say, hey, we're going for it. Because if you don't get this right here and you give the ball back to the Sooners, they're on schedule. They're right there. Like you're not going to get the ball back if you don't convert on this.
Well, the difference in that one was Perry Jr. got the snap. You saw he was in rhythm. 3-step drop, it was out of his hand. The back foot hit, the ball was coming out. First and 10 Bucks. Got a man in motion. Handoff upfield. The Sooners are there. They catch him in the backfield. Sooners defense swarming there, coach.
What a great defensive play by that defensive end. He kept us contained, and he really, running back ran, or the slot receiver ran right into him. That was a great defensive play, and because if he wasn't there, who knows, he could have had some daylight and had a big drive.
Well, coach, we had our first overtime game a couple of games ago. This is looking like it's shaping up to be one of those games as both defenses are flexing their muscles.
Yeah, let's see what they come out with. If they run another drag, another shallow like they did earlier, because they had opening there, so you might as well go back to it.
Definitely 2nd and long for Perry Jr. and the Bucks. Comes out. Got a man open. He connects with him. He gets loose. He is making a play. He is going to the house with it. Touchdown, Big C for the Bucks.
Quick strike offense. He had 3 players open in that cluster right there. I mean, what a play. 3 guys open. I mean, now the speed by number 4, and he is out. There's no catching him. Just nose for the end zone. What a pass. What pass protection. All in rhythm, like you said. The quarterback center exchange was on point, and now you put 6 on the board.
And Zamir Penning, he's been a playmaker. That's his 2nd touchdown of the second half as he gets loose. Now, the extra point is crucial. Can they punch it in? We got 4 receivers to the bottom of the screen here, Coach. What are we looking at? Could we be looking at a possible quarterback draw? They tried that earlier. You got a receiver on the backside. We got a ball, jump ball, fade ball, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback run is definitely there.
There it is. Touchdown. The extra point is good, and the Bucks take a commanding lead, 20-12, Coach.
Yeah, what a play call. I mean, the offensive coordinator is definitely in his bag right here. I mean, he's gotten guys, he's scheming guys open. The quarterback is making great reads. Receivers are catching the ball. And that's really the only thing that's hurt them up to this point is they have had a couple drops. As you see, he had 3 guys open right there on that pass. And number 4 is out as soon as he catches a little bit of daylight. Just great speed.
Yeah, Penning showing his skills in the open field, and he can really scoop. The speed is there, the hands are there. Again, that's his 2nd touchdown in the second half. And, he's been one of those targets that Perry Jr. has been able to depend on. Now, on the flip side, for the Sooners, you can't really get out of your character. Now, do you press? Sometimes, OCs or offensive coordinators look, hey, we're behind. They feel like they have to press to get back into the game. Or do you stick with your game plan with about 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, the ball control offense now, and the Bucks have been kicking it deep. They're not going to onside this football, so definitely look for a big kick here for the Bucks.
Yeah, you got to stay true. There's enough time where you can stay true to yourself. Just get your type of drive here and go ahead and try to push in the end zone.
Great defense by the special teams for the Bucks. That kickoff coverage has been superb all night long, Coach.
Yeah, it really has, and you worry when you kick it deep if you don't get them a lane. We talked about how much do you practice special teams. Obviously, they practice enough, and they feel comfortable kicking it deep in a situation like this.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see the suspense is building. We got about 5 minutes left in this game. Just under 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in the 10U championship. Oklahoma Metro Youth Football Championship, 10U Gold Division. This is what you're looking for. The Bucks have shown it. They got a defense that can stack it up. Debo's been a monster in the middle. Can they put pressure on the Sooners and make them get out of their element? Can the offense stay true to it and pound it out and get down the field with under 5 minutes to play? All of that and more is what we're going to see in these final few minutes of this 10U championship, Coach.
Yeah, it's been an outstanding game so far.
Absolutely. Here we go. JJ under center for the Sooners. In motion amazingly. He fakes it. He's got pressure. He steps out of one tackle, and he's not going to get out of there. Guess who it is, Coach? The special team star making some plays on defense. Big number 11, big Jaden Morgan on the tackle.
Yeah, obviously they want a little play action here, but you have so many players playing the run that they're all running down on him. He's not going to have the time. You almost have to traditionally just get back in a shotgun formation or even under center with a normal pass play, because all that action is only going. They're all blitzing, they're all coming down. So as the quarterback turns around, turns his back, the defenders are right there.
Absolutely, man. A crucial play right there for the defense. We talked about this when they came back. We thought the defense could hold. Of course, we've been talking about, Devo in the middle, but Big Jaden makes a play. He's been on the special teams guys. He's been on the hands team. Now he makes a play on defense. Sooners with the football. Looks like they have a snap. The ball's on the ground, and the Bucks recover, coaches. Oh, man, it's almost a team.
Yeah, it's ring time right here. Like, that's what a play here. We talk about quarterback center exchange. It looks like the center pulled up a little quick. Maybe didn't get the ball all the way back to the quarterback. It's one of those things that's such an important play. That quarterback center exchange has been the theme today. And the center, he kind of snaps it. He's more upright, and maybe he pulled out a little bit too quick. It's one of those things that has been an issue. There's been a theme all day where that has been the difference between winning and losing games.
Absolutely. Now, good field position for the Bucks. Inside enemy territory at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Timeout, Bucks. And we'll take a small break with them as we got 3 minutes and change left here on the DR Sports Network. The 10U Championship will be right back. And both teams take the field as we had a short timeout. 2 minutes and 59 seconds left. The Bucks with a controlling, commanding lead, 20-12, up by 8. Heading to the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. Perry Jr.'s been phenomenal. Coach, he has to have probably over 200 yards passing in this game.
Yeah, he's had a great day, and he's been plagued by a couple of drops as well. It could have been even bigger.
The Bucks take a look to the sideline and switch up the formation a little bit. Looks like a strong running formation. 1st and 10 as they take the ball to the 28-yard line. Penetration, but the Bucks do it. A little wiggle, he gets into the open field, turning, running, and the Bucks got a first down. Man, it looks like the Bucks are going to get that championship here, Coach. They seem to be taking control.
Yeah, I think they got to be a little careful with that play. It seemed a little off out that running back quarterback running back exchange there. Looks like the running back came to a complete stop. Maybe either him or the quarterback went to the wrong area because definitely the flow wasn't there. So you have to be careful now with that exchange. You don't want to give them the ball right back. They fumbled it with a quarterback center exchange. You don't want to do the same and give them momentum. So it's key that you take care of the football here.
Kavian Warner got loose. Big Cavo got loose in the backfield or in the secondary and showed him some wiggle in the open field. And the two-way star. He was, one of those guys in the first half that had a couple of big tackles and big plays on defense. Now he shows his skill at the running back position. Looks like they want to finish this one out, Coach. First and 10.
Penalty here.
Delay of game. You got a delay of game here.
Yeah, you can't have that.
You couldn't get the snap.
Yeah, you can't have that. And I'm surprised the ref let the OC walk all the way to the 10-yard line, or basically 15-yard line, and call a play. Typically, you can't go out that far, but it still didn't change anything. They had a delay again.
Absolutely. Time running out. Almost 2 minutes left. They take a small timeout to recover from this. And, at this juncture of the game, everything counts. We're talking about about 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. They got a delay a game, the Bucks did. But as soon as take the timeout, he can kind of regroup here as well. They may get a chance to get the ball back if they can recover here defensive side. They got them moving backwards on that one with the delay of game. The coach, they got to make a stop here or get a turnover. I'm telling my guys to strip the football.
Yeah, first guy hold him up, second guy come and do the peanut punch or put a helmet on the football. So let's see if we can draw the football loose. I mean, you have to at this point. You got to hold them up and just let everybody rally. But you got to teach that. You got to let them know that that's the mindset, because that's the only way to win this game. It can't just be just a regular tackle while they're getting 4 or 5 yards marching down the field. You got to take a chance here.
Absolutely, you got to take a chance. I'm telling my guys to reach that football, like you said. If one guy's holding it up, the other guy's pulling and tugging at it. You got Big K-Bro in the backfield now to take this snap.
They're looking back a lot. It's not as smooth as you'd want it to be.
Exchange, and the Sooners look like they're trying to get on it. They're trying to pick it up.
We just talked about it, and the thing is like I felt like they went out of character here with this last drive. They should have stayed with their standard formations and just ran the ball out of there. They're a little more comfortable doing that. It's just one of those things that the kids were unsure of the play. The kids were looking back at the coach each time. They ran the clock down a lot, even when the game clock wasn't running. That's a turnover, and they're luckily for them, it wasn't a scoop and score because the Sooners players were trying to pick it up and run.
Absolutely, you got to look at that. They capitalize on this, and now they have another opportunity to tie this score up. Like you said, they went out of their game plan uncharacteristically, got out of the spread offense, the exchange was there. It looks like the quarterback's foot was stepped on as he was coming out, and he goes to the ground, the ball comes out. Now the Sooners have an opportunity, man, to capitalize on this with 1 minute and 57 seconds left. He takes a snap, he's got to the outside, he's got some room. He's got some room, he's in the secondary, and he's across the 50.
We've been calling for that for a while. We've been calling for that play for a while, and that's really all you had to do. I mean, that's a big, strong kid there who's fast and athletic. They should have done that really the last drive they had, because it felt like once they get to the outside, and that's what I was talking about, get your guys to the outside versus running that interior run where they got stopped on 4th down. That's what I was looking for on that 4th down play. You got to leave it in the quarterback's hand at this point.
Absolutely, amazing lead. Taking the snap. It's JJ again with a stiff arm. We got some flags on the field, and the defense recovers on this one. Coach, the outline on the field.
Yeah, no, I don't like that play design either, because he ran the way of the jet. He should have ran the opposite way, because Amazing Lee wasn't doing anything blocking wise. So it's one of those things is come back the opposite side. All the motion is flowing that way, so you need to bring it back the other way and hopefully get your quarterback on one-on-one on a DB, and you would assume he's going to make a play on that.
Absolutely, I agree. If you got the motion going towards the strong side of the formation, or the formation that you're running on, then that draws the linebackers and everybody flowing that way. Misdirection, you come back to the other side, and hopefully you got numbers. And again, like you said, it's up to the quarterback to make those guys miss, or whoever's carrying the football.
Yeah, because he still did the play fake and ended up following it. So the play fake was kind of, didn't make any sense anyway. If you want to do that, have the jet guy go further out.
58 seconds left. Back to pass. He's running up the middle. Not much up the middle as the defense holds.
And this is where you get uncharacteristic, because the quarterback hasn't been able to stand back there and throw the ball, so he's doing something he hasn't done all game. And then you have on the flip side, the Bucs were under center, and they really went under center a lot. And then you had the quarterback or the center stepping on the quarterback's foot or whatever happened there. So you can tell they're out of their element a little bit. So that's why if I was the Bucs on the previous drive, I'm staying within the same formation, and I'll just run the ball out of that. Versus now I'm going under center, and just the operation didn't seem as smooth.
Absolutely, continuity is not something that they're used to running. When you got a ball control offense like that, and then you have to fight from behind and try to play catch up to get out of the norm, to get out of the formations that you're normally, putting together. That's what you're looking at right now. They're pressing with 2nd and long now. the Sooners have to, really get on their horse here. They had a big run. They got about 48 seconds left in the game here. And if I'm the defense, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm coming. Big Debo, Big Jaden, all those guys up front. It's time to hunt.
Yeah, because you play the percentages that they're not able to throw the ball. If they're going to have a big play, it's probably going to be with the quarterback's legs. So it's one of those things that they haven't been able to throw the ball down the field at all, really. So you kind of play the percentages there and take it from there.
48 seconds.
Absolutely. This is a big play for the defense. Sooners, second and long. 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gets the snap, gets it out to Coburn. He gets to the outside, makes a cut back inside. He's got a couple of blockers. And you got the defense corralling him there for the stop.
The 50-yard line. Timeout.
And that was number 0, Moss on that.
Yeah, this is one of the, if they had this at Arsenal, it's good football from the quarterback and a good catch from the receiver. You would like to have seen this type of stuff earlier versus some of the stuff that they ran before, because obviously they have the ability to do it, maybe get your quarterback into a rhythm, but that's why I was a little disappointed in the 1 4th down call that they had, because they have this type of stuff in their arsenal. They're able to go to it, so maybe go to it just a little bit earlier.
Absolutely, I agree. That's a first down play instead of a second down play, second down play. Where you got yourself behind the sticks with the holding call as well. Just here, these last couple of drives, they've just been kind of out of sync. They had a turnover there as well, and the Bucs capitalized on that, taking it down and scoring, and that's why we're at right now, Coach, with a 20-12 score with 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they'll look back on this and they'll say they probably stuck with the Maryland series too long, maybe a couple plays too long. When they had this whole stuff in their arsenal, maybe they should have run the quarterback a little earlier.
You got backside, that's what I was looking. He's trying to make the throw backside, but he wasn't open yet. Great stiff arm, but can he keep his balance? He can't get away from the defense, and you got a penalty flag as well as he is ushered out of bounds.
Yeah, I wonder what the call is here, because whatever it is, you kind of bailed the quarterback out if it's a face mask or something along those lines, because you had him dead to rights.
Well, you could tell he was looking backside. That was a great play design. He had a one-on-one matchup on the backside, but the receiver has to win. He didn't win off the line. That forces the quarterback to scramble outside of the pocket. He gets flushed outside, and you got to look at his possible face mask there. You got a discussion by the refs there. We'll see what the call is.
Yep.
Face mask. On the offense.
No defense. He's wrong way.
Oh, decline.
What?
Sportsmanlike.
Sportsmanlike, yep. So again, what the issue I have with the play itself is that the quarterback has to let the ball go. He did a double and triple fake with the ball or pump. It's one of those things that you have to spin it at that point. I'd love to see the routes, go back and look at the routes and see if he had anyone open. Why did he pull the ball? But it's just one of those things that you have to be able to throw in rhythm, and I don't think the quarterback's been in a rhythm yet, other than that one quick pass he just had.
Absolutely. But they did get a break there with the unsportsmanlike to push him into enemy territory on first down with about 24 seconds left. They need a big play here. When you get a first down, it stops the clock. JJ outside, picks up a block, breaks a tackle. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. They've got to get up and get on the line. Get set, the clock is stopped for the moving of the chains. But as you can see, the offense is up.
19 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for your OUE Sooners.
Like he's going to clock it here first down.
Williams stops the
Great
clock.
job by JJ. He picked up a good block on the outside to kind of get it loose. As the Sooners still desperately trying to get in the end zone, coach, with about 14 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, gotta get the ball down the field. I'd like here to go ahead and stretch it down the field. Go ahead and try to air it out a little bit, because you don't want to throw it underneath and then you don't get the first down, or you catch it, the guy gets tackled, and then the clock starts rolling on you a little bit. So gotta be aware of that. I think they're at the 30-something yard line. So does the quarterback have the ability to stretch it that deep? You have a couple plays from here, or what they go underneath and try to get the first down and spike it again.
Absolutely. We got to get out of it if they get enough yards. Right now we're seeing a tendency for them to fight for extra yards, which is going to run the clock out.
Second down, 14 seconds left. Terrion Williams in shotgun.
Timeout on the field. Looks like the Bucks take a timeout.
Timeout, BC Bucks.
As we have 14 seconds left. Bucks are up 20-12 over the Sooners. Now, recapping the game, but missed the extra point for a 6-0 lead. Then the Bucks come back with the spread offense with Perry Jr. and company. They get on the board but miss the extra point. But the second half has been more about Perry and the offense for the Bucks. And a crucial play to get down for 6, 2 touchdown passes in the second half by Perry Jr. But now the Sooners are driving here in the fourth quarter, 14 seconds left, Coach.
Yeah, so obviously you can't understand. So this is a huge play here coming up. What do they come out with? They come out, this looks like the same formation, so they like this formation here. And then you look at the defense and what do they come out with?
Well, they got to put the ball in.
Terrion Williams in shotgun.
Got him isolated on the backside again.
Takes the snap, drops back.
Trying to make a play, runs into his offensive lineman, runs into Debo. He's holding him up. 7 seconds left in the game, and it looks like that is all she wrote. And the Bucks are your 10U champs of the Metro Oklahoma Youth Football League, Coach. What a game.
Yeah, what a game. You want to at least give your guy a shot and just let the ball release. You don't want to pull the ball down. You want to throw it down the field. But it was an outstanding game by both teams. The Bucks were able to move the ball a little bit better, so obviously they become more champion.
Shout out to Debo with the big play of the game and putting a stop to the Sooners drive. There you have it. The 10U championship is a wrap on the DR Sports Network. We got one more ball game. Stay with us as we go to the 11U championship game right here from Mustang High School. This is the DR Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Remember, please stay off the field. You can enter and meet your players at the north end zone for awards.
Hello, DR Sports family. Hey, we're starting to move this thing a little different now. So we just want everybody to know that DR Sports Network is here. We are out here in Oklahoma City with Coach Thompson at the Oklahoma Metro Youth Tackle League. We're broadcasting that game this weekend. So that gives us the ability, if you're looking for a broadcast partner, we'll love to come and discuss broadcasting some of your big games at your events. So DR Sports Network, look us up or reach out to us at info@drsportswiththez.com, and we'll love to come out and bring our media team to come and broadcast.